Yeah, all right. So you behind the scenes. So content creators, we have to stop the nonsense. You feel me? We have to stop thinking that this is a solo act. Where this is not a solo act. You see me only, but there are a bunch of people around me, and that's how productions go. That's how this thing operates. You're not an island. You feel me? You are a part of an ecosystem, you are a part of a community, and you need to start acting like it. If you the one that's lit, then you lit. You feel me? If the eyes is on you, the eyes is on you. But if you don't got an idea, if you don't got a business, what's the sense of the eyes being on you, right? You have to understand you are the new marketers. You are the new people that people come to see and to get what's cool, what's in the know, what's information. And you aren't giving out the information in the proper way for people to be able to receive it. You're in a silo. You're by yourself. You're not operating how you should be operating, and it sucks, right? I'm telling you this way is because you could be telling your story a lot different. You could be doing this thing a lot different. We could be clicking up and you acting as a VJ. You acting as the mouthpiece because that's what we are. I don't know if you don't understand that, but that's what we are. When we're sounding the alarm, talking about things that nobody's talking about, you're the mouthpiece for whatever you're talking about. You're the way how people first got introduced to that information. So take advantage of that. You understand? Stop acting like that's a small thing. That's not a small thing. The news used to fight for that. You understand? That's why the news used to come on at certain times. It's because they were fighting for your attention. They're still fighting for your attention, and they're losing, right? They're losing to us. They're losing to other content creators. They're losing to people that are making content just like this that you follow every day, right? The person that you follow every day to see what this person said, or to see what new clothes came out, right? To see how the clothes look. We're getting our information from people, and the more we present it in a way where we are fully aware and we understand how it's being presented and why it's being presented, then we could connect different. We can move different. I'm not just up here doing this because I'm bored or I lost my job. I peeped what was going on. I peeped what's going on in the market, and it's a space for me. You dig? I ain't even have to make a space. It's a space for me because there's so much information that people don't know, and there's so much money that people are losing and leaving on the table that, yeah, it's a space for me. It's a space for people that need to connect people and help them understand of what role they could be in. You dig? Because that's what we are. It's no real getting around it. It's been like this for the last decade. It's been like this for the last decade. There's been people that went viral on the internet for the last decade, okay? They went viral 10 years ago. Their viral moment is now classic. We've moved on to that. We've moved on to viral moments being classic, and it's like, if you know about it, you think it's funny. That's the 21. I don't know if you ever seen that as a little kid. He said, what's 19 plus 7? 21. What's 9 plus 10? 21. So Angel knew it. Look at that. What's 9 plus 10? You feel me? What's 9 plus 10? I knew it was 19, right? I don't remember. It was 7. You dig? And it was the point, right? Somebody upstairs knew the reference that I was talking about, and that's the point. We're in a new moment, right? We're in a new moment in pop culture where the culture isn't being brought down from the top down. Culture is being brought from the people. It's switched. We used to all watch TV to see what was going on. We used to all watch the same shows to see what was going on, the same award shows, the same sitcoms. The TV model is dead now. Why? Because nobody watches TV. Everybody streams. Everybody's on the Black Mirror. So if everybody's on the Black Mirror, how can we reach them? Right on the Black Mirror. We just have to operate like we are operating together. We just have to operate like a team. We just got to operate like we are a part of a network, and to just recognize your place in the network. If I'm supposed to talk, if my job in this network is supposed to talk and inform people about things, then I'm going to inform them about things. And those things are fashion oriented. I'm going to inform them about fashion oriented things. If my job is to talk about the news, what's happening in your local city or government, right? I'm going to talk about those things. And I'm going to tell the story in a way so it's easy to digest, it's easy to understand. It's easy for people to first come to my page and know exactly what I'm doing. You dig? That's what we got to do, because we're the new VJs, we're the new announcers, we're the new news anchors. We're the new people, because the boomers is just getting older and older, and we are just getting, the millennials are just getting older, and Gen Z is just getting older. It's people born in it's people born in 2000 and they are talking about them getting old. It sounds crazy. Okay? Yeah. I don't know what more to say. What more can I say about this? What else I need to mention? I covered a lot of stuff. Oh yeah. You need to start rolling the dice with your future. You know what I'm saying? Bet on yourself. I don't got the dice today. You feel me? That's trash. But bet on yourself. You feel me? That's what this is for. Bet on yourself. There's so many people winning that you got just as good as a chance betting on yourself as you do betting on that job. You feel me? You got just as much as a chance. If you move, if you know how to move, if you know what to do, if you know what to look for, if you know what's important, right? Then you'd have no problem. That's why we doing what we doing. Because I understand what's important. I understand data-driven decisions. I understand that this thing needs to be a story, right? I understand that. I understand what I could bring to it, so I bet on myself. You dig? I'm encouraging you to bet on yourself too, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be, bet on yourself. Because imagine living a life where you didn't bet on yourself and now that's it. You feel me? You was working at that job for 50 years and they gave you a damn doggy bag and they ain't even come to the funeral. Okay? Don't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? That don't gotta be your story. You dig? Take a risk on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gets out alive. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody gets out of this life alive. So, you know what I'm saying? Take a chance. Take that risk. Bet on yourself. Roll the dice. You know what I'm talking about? That's going to be our new campaign too. Roll the dice on your future, you dig? Because nobody's going to roll the dice for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. You feel me? Nobody cares. Nobody has your dreams. Nobody wants what you want. Nobody could do it like you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you could catch me. You feel me? I'll be trapping out of Bronx net. You know what I'm talking about? Your local public access, trying to touch the people. You feel me? They're all adults that I'm trying to touch. I'm not like my counterparts elsewhere, touching on the kids. You feel me? Crazy. Yeah, you know why I do that? I do that because it comes a point where things get so heinous that we have to make jokes about it. This is why comedians always, this is why comedians last throughout history, is because the world is so wicked, the world is so ugly, and people have to find a way to get through it. And comedians be the people that find a way to get through it. You know what I'm saying? They don't transform the way the shit smells, but they make you laugh at it. You feel me? They make you say, yes, I'm happy that I can smell this shit because I'm here. You feel me? I'm still here and it can smell better. You dig? But yeah, the people touching on them kids, that's why I do this. The people touching on them kids, and we got to stop that. It used to be, I believe the children are the future. Lead them well, and let them lead the way. That's Eddie Murphy. You feel me? Is that Eddie Murphy or is that Stevie Wonder? Which one is that? I don't know. Whoever it is, it's them. But yeah, The kids need to be protected. So I'm making fun of it because they are not protected right now. And, you know, somebody got to do it. It's an ugly job. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I wear the white shirt and I talk. I wear the white shirt and I sit behind a desk because this is an easier way for you to take me. You can take ugly truths from somebody sitting behind a desk and talking proper with their back straight because they seem correct. That's a thing that the scientists nowadays, they've coined it cognitive dissonance, because cognitive dissonance is when something doesn't quite align and the truth that you're experiencing isn't what's being said. It's a misalignment in words and ideas and understandings. And that's cognitive dissonance. And every day you experience cognitive dissonance because you watch the news. And the news said, insert news clips, the vaccine was safe. Nobody's dying. I got time, you feel me? I could go off. What else? I got, oh, it's 6 o'clock? It's till 6 or 6:30? What we doing? What's up? D, man. Oh, what's the problem? What's the problem? You could clip out all of this, right? All of this could be clipped out. All right. Put me on the internet. Yo, Angel's fire. On in the green screen, we're floating on the nets. Okay? It's so cool. It looks so cool. It looks so good. But yeah. That's part of why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I've been studying this conspiracy stuff just for my fun, my own entertainment, of just being informed and keeping myself informed about what's really going on, about in the truth, because I've been woke. You know what I'm saying? They ain't call it woke. Woke is a hijacked term that the black community, we ain't no community because we ain't together, but black people as a group that have been conscious talking about the same topic, right? We used to be woke. You feel me? Undercover Brother, it was a couple movies that exemplified the Hotep. You feel me? I don't even know if y'all know what a Hotep is, but there was a bunch of movies that exemplified that Hotep character. That is the black archetype that knows the government conspiracies, and he's a brother for the people. You know what I'm saying? The black conspiracy theory brother. You know what I'm saying? Undercover Brother was the culmination of that archetype of that character. You know what I'm saying? And since then, the term has been hijacked because that's what the powers that be do. They hijack terms because words are extremely powerful, and we all use them very, very carelessly. And the powers that be understand that words are very powerful, so they make sure that they have power over the words that are powerful. Woke is one of those words. I used to be able to describe myself as woke. Remember, I don't know if you remember, it's Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino has a song, what's it called? Redbone? We're gonna input it. Stay woke. We're gonna put it on because it's green screen. You know what I'm saying? Stay woke, right? Stay woke used to be a black thing until it wasn't. You feel me? I can't even categorize when they took the word. You dig? We don't own nothing. we barely can own our own thoughts. How we gonna own a word? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they absolutely hijack woke. And now woke means a MAGA supporter. You know what I'm saying? Woke means somebody that is they took the word, hijacked it, and now it means the opposite of what it's supposed to mean. So now you're woke if you don't believe in vaccines, right? Meanwhile, why do I have to believe in vaccines? Why can't vaccines actually be good, advertised of what they do? No, but this is the games, this is the mind play that they do, right? Let me give you an example about what I mean about believe, right? The difference between knowing and a belief, right? So let's what's some topics that we can talk about that you guys should know and what you should believe, right? You should know the facts on what vaccines do to the body when they enter the body, right? You should know the facts. You shouldn't believe in vaccines, right? You should know the facts, like you know your father, like you know your mother. You don't believe in your mother, right? She's not a figment of your imagination, right? Other people have experienced her. So it's not a belief, right? You don't believe in the air, right? No, you don't believe in the air. You know that the air is there or you would die. KRS-One had a good thing. He had a little thing. We're going to put the video right there. He said, this thing, air, said when you stop breathing, you can do anything but not breathe air. As soon as you don't breathe air, you lose consciousness. So what's air? I don't know what air is. You remember in the movie, The Matrix, Morpheus asked Neo, he said, you think that's air you're breathing? We're gonna put all these things here as the references. You think that's air you're breathing. The point is just to think deeper, to actually sit down and think. Think about what's being said to you. Think about somebody's intentions. Think about why they're saying it to you. Why does this person need to give me this message? You need to start really taking the time to consider all these things, because the media is paid for and owned by people that don't share the same interests that you share. You feel me? And the reason why I have to make all these metaphors is you are being lied to and fed a consistent plate of caca. You feel me? Culo con caca. That's what you are being fed daily. Culo con caca. That's a song, right? Culo con caca. That's the song, right? Culo con caca, culo con caca, culo con caca, culo con caca. You are being fed bull crap daily. So now you need to have your wits about you. You feel me? You need to understand how to think critically. You need to understand that what you are seeing may be a lie and how that lie could affect you. You dig? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I've been studying it for so long that I know it like the back of my hand. I can tell when I can smell a lie. You feel me? Blum, 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 blum. You'll never find a forehead like mine. Right? Talking in this voice, sitting upright with a white shirt on helps me be digestible. It helps me sneak in front of your defenses and lower them. Right? It helps me be acceptable. It helps the vile things that I say stick, right? Because I'm talking to you behind a desk and I'm wearing glasses and a white shirt. And all these things are symbols of what? Power and structure. That's why the men wear white suits. They symbolize these things. That's why the judge wears a black robe and a white shirt. They symbolize these things. That's why your deacon wears a black shirt and a white shirt. Because they symbolize these things. You understand? And I'm just doing the things that the people do because I understand. I'm following suit. If you wanted to study this thing, they call it the mirror principle. This is one thing that you could pick up. The mirror principle is mirroring people for success. You feel me? They teach you that. If you want to succeed, look at the people that's succeeding. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just got to understand what to do, how to be, how to move. You dig? But yeah, what else? What else could I talk about? That's a clear thought. I don't know. What's the other topics? What's some topics that I could talk about? Let's see. We're going on Graham to mine. Oh, crypto. Crypto. We could talk about crypto. What's going on with the crypto? So, crypto. Here's my take on crypto. You dig? Crypto is, let me give you this example that I've been giving everybody when I talk to people about what crypto is. I am a millennial, right? That means that I've experienced beepers, payphones, cell phones, the big block cell phones. I experienced that. I experienced technology take over the world. You feel me? I experienced technology connect the world. Millennials, they call us digital natives because we're the people, we're the guinea pigs that actually connected the worlds, right? Because we were using the internet as frequently as we were using the internet, right? crypto is, you see how everything since we've been alive, millennials, the 30-something-year-olds, how everything has been digitized? Everything has been digitized since we've been around, right? Used to own your music. We went from a Walkman to a CD player to a iPhone till now we no longer own music, right? Used to have to buy CDs and buy cassettes to get the music. And in my lifetime, all that has changed. That's technology. That's been a technology change, right? When I mention McLuhan, I mention McLuhan because McLuhan said the message is the medium. And what he was talking about the introduction of technology to a society that will change how things are consumed, change how things are seen. And it always happens, right? It happened with the printing press. It happened with Walkmans. It happened with CDs. It happens with iPhones. And crypto is it happening to money. That's crypto. Crypto is money being digitized. Now, money is already digitized. How? Because people are worth billions and billions and billions of dollars already in the world, all over the world. They don't have that money sitting down in a bank account. Though that money that they're worth is from assets. It's from stocks. It's from paper. More on that. I don't have the actual technical language to be able to explain it to you, but basically that's what it is. It's on paper. It's just numbers on the screen. But crypto, see, crypto is different because crypto is based on, how do they say, algorithmic, what do they call, what is crypto based on? Algorithmic, shucks. Yeah, I'm on to new knowledge. My help can't really help me. They have to go quick Google. But crypto is based on something different, right? It's not based on just fake internet money. Crypto, the algorithms. Here's the thing that it's algorithmic programming. That's what it was. I couldn't say that. I couldn't remember that. I could not remember algorithmic programming. That's the difference between crypto and the money that is the electronic money that's already in the system. The electronic money that's already in the system, the numbers, it isn't programmable, right? We can't do anything with it. We can allocate it. We could divert it. We could send it places, but we can't program it to behave a certain way. With crypto, you can, right? And you can also own it like regular money, like a dollar. See? There's a thing in crypto that says, not your keys, not your crypto, right? And that's to say, if you can't physically take this crypto and put it on a cold wallet or literally take it off the exchanges and own it to where you're the only person that has it, it's not yours, right? And you have to understand that when it comes to stocks, if people are into the stock market or if you are into Forex or whatever, if anything that you're into, if you don't actually own that thing, if you can't hold it in your hand, then you don't own it. And you need to understand that when you're dealing with money. I've just started. I didn't just start. I've been on my money journey. I've been on my money journey now for 5 years. Now, really diving deep and understanding what money is, right? And I don't want to give a long, drawn explanation, but money is not what they say. They have been lying, like they've been lying about everything. You dig? And money is something completely different than what you think money is right now today. The banks work completely different from what you think right now today. And crypto is the newest iteration of it. It's the newest change because the technology is so vast that there are people with millions of followers, right? And those people with millions of followers, they can essentially, if they are economically savvy, they can potentially create their own ecosystems. They could potentially create their own economies because they have so many people buying and selling in their market. They have so many people, they could have so many people buying and selling things just from their activity. But there haven't been any, well, there haven't been a lot of sophisticated people coming into the market. But the point is that it's possible. So crypto helps facilitate that, and it helps still control that because the government still needs to have a certain level of control of how we use our money. Right? That's why money is attached to everything. It's a way how the government controls us. That's why the government can print money, without a care. Right? I'm getting into some things, but these are simple principles that you need to understand that are already happening so you can have a better understanding of what crypto is. But simply put, everything since you've been born the technology has shifted and made it easier and made it cheaper and made it more available, right? And one of the last things that has affected technology is money. And crypto is that new iteration. Crypto is the digital money that you can own, the money of the future, the money of Star Wars, whatever sci-fi thing that they were using, whatever sci-fi money thing you ever seen in the movie, that's what crypto is. That's what crypto is, that possibility to own now your destiny when it comes to money. You dig? Yeah, that's even though I said a lot of stuff, I said a lot of words, that's a kind of basic general understanding for you to say, well, okay, it might be something, for you to think about it in a different way. Everything is when digital, and everything continues to go digital. You can't even go to the bank on a Saturday at 5, 6. You can't get your money out whenever you want to, and you think this is going to continue to happen? It's not going to continue to happen. That's why we have apps like Venmo and Zelle, is because banks are slow. And technology will always be there to solve problems of friction. They call these things in the system friction, right? This is how they call a issue like the bank. They say it's friction. It causes friction in the system. You got to understand. This is another thing that you got to understand, that there's another language that's being spoken. You feel me? There's the educated language that's being spoken, and then there's a secret language that the bankers talk. You feel me? There's a secret language that the higher institutions talk. They talk it. They use symbolism and they use certain keywords. It's a bugged out world that we live in. But the information is out there now. You feel me? I'm not just chatting away. I can give you references, some books that you can read on the money problem. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Here are some books that you can read if you are interested in the financial education that you need in order to really, really make a difference. These are some investing books that I've read or been reading. You feel me? The Private Equity Playbook by Adam Kofi. The Creature from Jekyll Island by Edward G. Griffin. Become Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash. The Zen Trader by Peter Castle. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. The Soul of Money by Lynn Twist. Alex Hormozi, 100 Million Offers. There's more too. It's deep. And you got to go through these rabbit holes if you want to understand these things in a deeper way, right? And you have to understand that your education is your responsibility. You feel me? If you want to make money, if you want to do whatever you want to do, that's your responsibility to do it. And not everybody's gonna share their knowledge. I like sharing because now knowledge is free. It may have taken you some time to understand it and learn it, but didn't actually cost anything, right? Didn't actually cost anything to learn it. That was just some books that you can start if you're interested in learning more. I will be doing more crypto segments. I will have a segment talking more in depth and getting more clear on how to explain money and finance and help people understand what things they have to start doing. Start doing those things for myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's crypto. That was crypto in a nutshell. Everything has been digitized, and money has been the last thing to be digitized, and crypto is digital money. So look at it like that. You went from a Walkman. If you're a certain age, you went from listening to your music on a Walkman to now only streaming it and not owning it anymore. That's why our good friends over at the Wi-Fi says, you own nothing and be happy, because you don't own anything now and you're happy. You rent your apartment, you rent your phone, you rent the music that you listen to. After COVID, it feels like you rent your job. It feels like you pay to get paid. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm just here to make you think, you feel me? Shout outs to Dane Calloway. That's Dane Calloway's line. I'm just here to make you think. You feel me? Yeah, I just want you to think. I want you to stop accepting things just because they put them in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's in front of you is not a steak dinner for you to eat. You look at it and say, I don't want that. I don't accept that just because you said it. Show me the proof. You know what I'm telling? Prove it. You dig? Anyway, I don't normally have a chance to go off like this, and I'm going off. You feel me? I don't be having a chance to just chat to the camera. You know what I'm talking about? Chat to the camera, tell them how I'm feeling, or things that I think that should be said publicly. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, black people, love yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? People in general, man. I mean, not even black people. Black people first, because I'm black, so I'm gonna say first. Black people first. Love yourself. Everybody else, love yourself. You feel me? Stop taking things that shouldn't be taken as serious. Stop taking it so serious. Nobody leaves out of this thing alive. You feel me? Go for it. You dig? I said love yourself. I told everybody to do it. You feel me? I'll leave y'all with this. Om Namah Shivaya. You feel me? Om Namah Shivaya. You dig? You want to learn what that is? You look that up. You feel me? I see y'all later. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for just sitting down and even listening to me. You know what I'm talking about? It took us a long time to even talk to y'all, let alone y'all listen.